the bumpers and the bells, chasing that multi-ball magic, the stories that it tells. From the classic wooden cabinets to the digital spells, every play's a new adventure, breaks you from your shells. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, yeah, the show's about to start. Talking pixels, flippers, and the tech that stole our heart. From the joystick to the headset, come on and play your part. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, a brand new world to charge. Now we're strapping on the goggles, worlds are virtual and bright. Stepping into new dimensions, bathed in neon light. The future's here, it's crystal clear, and everything feels right. Connecting past and present.
Welcome to Hangin' Out. Let's do this.
The night.
All right, there we are.
Nice.
Let me get the side chat back up here. Oh,
Little side chat action.
side chat action. I like how I didn't notice it before, but in the intro there, when we're kind of skewed aside, your name thing says "I heart your mother." It's very
I just
fitting.
picked a clip from one of our old shows, and the whole reason I did that is because in that clip, I'm talking and talking, and you have that look on your face like, is he done yet? I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, that is funny. That is funny. All right, let's see. We got. Let's go through the chat really quick. Megan was here first, saying, "Hey, code from Georgia, USA." Phil was next in here.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Kelly's here.
Hey, Kelly.
Mike's Gaming Gala, hanging out with Poe and Offgrid and their moms. And then he says, after he types it, then he says he'll be good. I promise, after this one, I'll be good. Torque is here. Torque is here. Kelly's laughing at Mike, and he doesn't even have his drawers down. Mike's saying, hey. People are laughing, saying hello. Hope everyone's doing well, says Megan. And for anyone that doesn't know, I was just telling Poe right before we started, Megan, a link to her channel is in the description below, along with a bunch of other people like Phil and Mike's Gaming Gala. I should say Retro Bliss Gaming, in case people are like, who's Phil? Yeah, that's Phil, and his link is in our description. I played a random medieval Manifest FX terminal, made it to final mode with 358 million. Wow, nice. Number 6 score. That is a great table. That is a great table. Megan says, am I not a side chat? Post screen is fuzzy. Oh, that's his breath. Is it cold in there, Poe?
I got it up to 35 now, so we're doing good. I turned on the heater and then went out and shoveled the sidewalks. So.
No. It's 67 in here right now. So
Nice.
I did bring my sweatshirt out here just in case, because the sun's going down. It will get cold fast out here in the desert. Got down to 12 this morning here. So people that are like, what? It's 70 degrees in his thing. And yeah, it was 12 this morning and 58 outside. It's just that the trailer's in the sun all day. We have been blessed with full sun on all these cold days. So I hope his main chat doesn't find out about his side chat. Nice. Yeah, that's always the worry. That is always the worry. But, so, Poe, you've been really busy, huh? Work's been putting you to it.
Yeah, this was day number 7 straight, but we're still going. I think probably right in through next weekend and the following week too. So we'll see.
Oh my goodness. That's not good. Megan says it is 70 inside, 22 outside in Cincinnati. Yeah. So my daughter heard. Yeah, 6-7. That is correct. Yeah, that's inside here. And with the computer on, it'll probably stay up here. It'll be the walk back to the house that it'll be chilly. So cold, his nipples cut holes in his wife's beater. Again, Bliss with Phil's throwing out the first nipple jokes. And Phil's in Cincy too. Nice.
Cincy guy.
Cincy. I've been through Cincinnati. I don't know. I didn't see Phil, so I just kept driving. I mean, this was probably 8 years ago, but still, you think he would have been there and been like, "Hey, dude, just in case we both have YouTube channels someday." So
right now we're living on the air in Cincinnati.
I should have worn my Cincinnati WKRP shirt instead. I got my Flick My Balls shirt on. I did wear this on my live stream the other day, and then I took it back off because I went to bed right after the live stream. So I said, "I've only been worn an hour. It should be fair."
I missed the live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I cried afterwards. I said, Poe wasn't even here. What's the point? I canceled my channel.
Yeah, and I only caught, I think, the last 5 minutes of Mike's yesterday.
Yeah, you got there right at the end.
Yeah, this working thing is just terrible.
Yeah. It's funny because you showed up and then something happened at work. So then I missed the whole rest of it. By the time I got back to it, I think the only thing I said when you got there was Poe. And then I got back and the show was over. But yeah. And now I forgot what I was going to say. But Mike was at my live stream the entire time, giving me tips and hints for that anthropomorphic force.
Oh yeah.
And I'd never killed the European worm before, and we were determined. I made it through it, and then I actually got through the second level too and beat the spider boss.
Nice.
And promptly played like absolute shit on the third level. And then I ended the stream, but in fairness, it wasn't just that I ended because I was playing like shit. I said okay, this is my last guy, and then I killed the spider guy, so I did like 3 more continues because now I'm on a whole new level. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. But that was fun. That was fun. So, anything else exciting going on, Poe?
No, not too much. I didn't get to play anything, so that's kind of sad too. But I wanting to watching everybody play when I can. So one of these days.
Mike can confirm I played like absolute shit on the third level. I'm sure that's what he's referring to. Megan and Bliss are having a Bengals talk, and
the Bungles.
It's the Cincinnati jungle over there, so we'll just stay over here because I did see, since we got 2 Cincinnati people in here, and I think I've told this story before, but I watched the Super Bowl. I don't remember the number now because it's been a long time, but I watched the Bengals, Boomer Esiason, play against the 49ers with Joe Montana while I was in Puerto Rico, and the broadcast was in Spanish. So all I remember from the commentary was Joe Montana, Boomer Esiason, and Bengals almost had it. Montana just did his thing at the end, but you can't leave Joe Montana the ball with too much time on the clock. But yeah, 1988. Yep, I was in the Navy at that time in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I watched that Super Bowl in Espanol. Bliss still hates. What's your favorite Bengals song?
Walk with an erection.
Walk with an erection. Yeah. I was actually going to say my favorite Bengals song is just that 5 seconds when Susanna Hoff says it twice, and she does that thing with she's just looking at it, and you're like, I'm gonna go in the bathroom with the Vaseline and the tissue. I'll be right back. That was my favorite Bengals. I don't know if I have a favorite Bengals song. Manic Monday was good, but that was written by Prince. So what do you expect?
Right.
Yeah, and she talks about going in the bedroom and making some noise. So there again, you're like, Susanna Hoffs, I'm in. Megan is busting out some Guns N' Roses with the Bengals. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got a team named the Bengals, and they can't win a thing or something like that. Now, we used to sing... my Guns N' Roses thing was when, again, in Puerto Rico, the only bar that was within walking distance, which was a couple miles, was where the girls would dance topless. We're wholesome Navy guys just trying to have a beer, and these girls are dancing around with their parts out. But then we would sing Paradise City, but we would say, take me down to a Puerto Rican city where the girls all dance and they show their something. I don't remember how it ended. But that's how we did it. Walk like an Egyptian, says Megan. Now, you guys got to be careful because I know Megan wasn't around at this time. And I'm not sure if Polo was or not, but Mike's Gaming Gala certainly remembers. You get talking about music, and it could turn into the vinyl show.
Yep.
We've been known to talk about music for an hour and a half of our 2-hour gaming show. But there was some news that came out just today, right, Poe?
Yeah.
Regarding the Intellivision Sprint. So you know more about this stuff than I do, Poe. What was the big announcement?
There are some games available. Television Revolution. And it's a bunch of freebies there. I think the most expensive one might be Fido's Adventure for $15, I think. So
yeah, $15.
Yeah, get you some sprint games.
Yeah, I was all stoked. I saw that it happened. I went right online immediately to see if I could get Michelle's Mermaid Adventures, and it's not on there. But yeah, Fido's, is that what it is? Fido's Adventures, right? That's probably the newest one that's on there. It looked like there were 2 or 3 games that I saw for $15, 3 or 4 games that are $10, probably like 5 or 6 that were, or maybe even more, that were $5, and then a bunch of free demos and stuff like that. I haven't had a chance to go through them all because there's quite a few. Yeah. Megan was born in 74. We had vinyl on. Yeah. Retro Bliss was 74 in 74. So Greg's not here to pick on for being old. Oh, and speaking of which, Mike, you were correct when you said Greg was 69. I know that Greg watched our replay because he sent me a message while he was watching it. He said, yeah, Mike was right. I'm 69. So we watched at least that far into it. But music might not be as fun as your mama. Bliss throwing down the gauntlet once again. His drawers were made in 74. I was 5 in 1974.
I was 1.
Yeah. I was 5. I was born in 1969. In
69.
Kelly and I were both born in 69. She was born in January. Her birthday was just last couple of weeks ago, and mine's coming up. I'm going for the older women, and I just being born in 1969. I just remember when Apollo 11 happened, and Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on me. I was so excited, I shit my pants that day. I was 2.5 months old, but yeah, I'm sure. At the very least, I peed my pants. I can guarantee you that. Yeah.
My oldest brother was born that same year, but he's April, so he's a month after you.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a young man. Yeah,
and he was Navy gunner's mate battleship.
Oh, nice. Yeah, guys. People born in '69 that end up in the Navy, they're all good guys. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Do you like the Apollo 13 pinball table? I've never played it. Megan said that's because Bliss is from. I'm not putting up all the chats because they're on the side. If that offends anyone, let me know, and I'll start popping more onto the screen. But I figure they're on the sidebar, and people can see it if they're not watching on their phone like Poe. Yeah, so I'm guessing, getting back to the Revs releases, I'm guessing I'll probably buy that Fido's Adventure.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
And it didn't look like, but I didn't buy any yet or download it, but it didn't look like it was having all of the Sprint files. So
okay.
I'll be curious when I download it. I'll let you know if it does. And I'll probably put something online. Oh, look here. Pierre.
Hey, Pierre.
Good to see you. Good to see everybody likes Pierre. He's getting his hellos in the chat.
Yeah.
And now I got to make sure if I put the mouse and leave it on that sidebar, it blurs the whole thing out. So I can't read any of it. Yeah. So welcome, Pierre. You missed a ton of stuff. No Casey here yet. I don't know. But
that Casey guy.
Yeah. Have the cart of that game. Highly recommended by Casey. You're talking about the Fido's Adventure, I'm guessing? Yeah. What's your excitement for Fallen Aces next, Zach? Oh, I didn't even see. Did they announce they were doing another pack? I am so far out of pinball lately. It's crazy. I think it's been 2 or 3 months now that the only time I'm coming out here to the arcade is for our show. So I did do what? Well, I guess a month ago or so. The last time Zachary released some tables, I did some pinball videos, but it's been a while, so I got to get back out here and get on these games, play some pinball. But yeah,
there's supposed to be more announcements from Zen for they said all platforms. Are they doing at the end of this month? I think they're going to do one of their pinball.
Oh, Pinball Bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Solid version of Adventure, says Mike about Fido's Adventure. Yeah, because it's basically that was an Atari 2600 game, right? That was just called Adventure, and now he made it into Fido's Adventure. So you're a dog running around now.
Right on cue.
Yeah. Yeah, there is stuff that's happening with pinball stuff, Polo. Yeah. Give us some time, though, because we're working out some stuff. I've been talking with Greg about tournaments and stuff like that. So give us a little bit of time. Greg's still recovering after the holidays. And but yeah. And okay. Now I want to go listen to Pinball Wizard. Well, then while that is a good song, you don't want to watch me and Poe play pinball if you're looking for pinball wizardry. Because much like my Intellivision and Atari gameplay, my pinball gameplay showcases all the different ways to drain a ball. And not a good way, as Mike's about to put something in the chat referring to it. Flick my balls, Mike. If Mike's watching, I'll just cover the F. This is for Mike's Gaming Gala right here. Oh wait, he said his kids are watching. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, we do that on purpose, Phil.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a spy go into your collection, and we know what games you have, and we avoid those tables on purpose. But yeah, there will be some tournaments coming, and I think there's gonna be a return to the big 10-week tournaments where you gain points and see who can win the overall season. So
Nice.
I don't get Mike's hopes up with the lick my balls. I'm guessing that's what he's referring to. But yeah, I do have. I mean, we're not doing like final thoughts, so I'm not saving anything. But I will say I was gonna kind of make it more of a surprise, and it was actually going to be a surprise to Kelly too. But I kind of let it slip at work. It was funny with a girl that was relieving me today. Asked if we were going live, and she follows us so religiously that when I told her that it's not the four of us, it's just me and you now. She's like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, so she. But I told her I would send her a link so she could get onto the show with us tonight. And she's like, yeah, send the link. I'll jump in the chat and stuff. I'm like, no, I mean a link. You'll be on live. And she's like, what? And then, yeah, she thought that when people do these live streams and stuff, she doesn't know how any of this stuff works. So she was thinking that it's like how you have to have, she thought it was an app that everyone would have to log in instead of these web-based things. So, and then I think she was nervous because then she's like, wait, so you really would? So I'm like, no, I'm not going to send you a link. Hey, look at there. Speaking of flicking balls, as soon as you mention flicking balls, here comes Greg. Here comes Greg. And let's see, Megan used to play, she said. Pretty good. Been a few years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, same neighbor that had Pac-Man in their garage had tons of pinball machines in their basement. Nice. That's a good friend to have. That's a good neighbor.
Yeah, definitely. Uh-oh. It's got to be me. Nice. Uh-oh. It's like we lost Offgrid, I think. Unless he really lost me and I don't know what's going on here. But I don't have the ability to pull anything up. So, yeah, I've been working a ton and not feeling great. So that's why I'm not all my regular peppy self tonight. You know, I actually just a few hours ago, I was feeling really terrible. And I was afraid it was going to be hanging out with only Offgrid. So, do my dance, the hammer dance. Is that what you're referring to, Phil? Yeah, I didn't know if it was Bart that was gone or me, because this kind of thing happens where I see him freeze up and I think it's him, but then it ends up being me, but then I never disconnected. So it's me and you guys, and I don't even have hardly any props here. I didn't play anything this week to talk about. So maybe I'll just take you guys to work with me. That might work out pretty good. But yeah, so go to Intellivision Revolution for your games. And everybody loves the sprint, right? Anybody that has one loves the sprint. We're having a great time. I'm really excited every day when I see that Offgrid uploaded something new for the sprint. I'm so glad that he's back into old consoles. He has a 7800 plus. He's playing Atari 2600 games and 7800 games on the thing. So that's wicked awesome. Wicked Retro Creep isn't in here, but He's from Boston, so everything's wicked cool. But yeah, I will be doing a lot more, I think, with ColecoVision as soon as I can get back to recording, as soon as I'm not working every second of every day. So I got in on the ColecoVision Experience Club last year for the first time. It's where we got 3 games from them. And that's the only place you can get those physical games. So I got those, and then they opened the vault to you. Oh, damn it. I was having a good time. They opened the vault to you for all the ColecoVision game ROMs from the past. And so I thought maybe I'll just start doing that, doing a series on all those games you join the club, you get access to all those games. You might as well download them all and play them all. So I'm loving it. We're doing Sprint, Intellivision. We're doing Atari. Throw some ColecoVision in there. Yeah, I had no control of anything else, so I was just kind of.
I am just thrilled. I'm guessing I'm back, right? You can hear me and see me?
Yeah.
I am just thrilled that the stream kept going because this monitor over here that you can't see, my main monitor, blue screen of death. Computer completely just.
Oh.
So I had to reboot the computer and come back in, and I'm like, man, I hope it's still running. So that's cool. That's cool to see that I can get out and back in. So yeah, I
thought it was me again. Like I said, a lot of times that'll happen. Like it used to be like you and Mike would freeze up, and I'm laughing. Look at those guys! Ha ha ha! I'm like, oh, it's me. So at first, I saw that the chat was still going on my screen, the side chat, and you were just there in that same position looking over. I'm like, okay, maybe he's reading something. Maybe he's reading for a long time.
Someone put a 3-paragraph message. I'm just reading. Yeah.
But everything seems to be working fine now. We both have great connect. Just kidding.
Did you do your dance while I was gone?
Little naked. Well, I don't know if you saw my post today. Was it? But yeah, on Facebook, and Phil jumped right in there with some AI. So it's like back at me after getting everybody else. Phil got me, but man, I looked like Heavy D. I think in that picture he put up. So I called myself Heavy P.
Yeah, he sent me that picture directly too. I didn't know the context at first, and then I saw your Facebook post. I don't know if you went through all these, if you could see them, the chats.
No, because everything's down on the little side screen, and for me, it's really, really little and kind of far away.
Oh, Mike and I are each other's safety net if we drop off the stream. Yeah, I'm just glad that when I got froze, that it didn't just completely screw up. I'm guessing this is what you're laughing at.
I felt like Garth whenever Wayne left him alone on Wayne's World, even though I do my own channel. It's not usually live face to face. I'm like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, let's see. Here's some good stuff. Polo asked Megan if she loves the Sprint. And she's like, yeah, we got her sold. Don't know yet.
Nice.
But
I do keep seeing, I get the notifications of Megan's playing Atari 2600 games and what Call of Duty and things like that. I will get back to watching the videos, but right now it's mostly working and sleeping. And like I said, last few days, especially today, a few hours ago, I just was not feeling good at all. It's like my head was going to explode. So I thought it was going to be a Bart solo scenes.
Yeah, I know. Just was that yesterday when we were talking about a little bit about the show? Not that we really prepared for anything, but you were like, "Yeah, I came home at 8 and then was just dozing off on the chair." And yeah,
because I have to leave my laptop down in the game room with everything so that I can easily connect it to the iArcade, which I haven't done that in forever. I haven't downloaded anything to that, but I have it there, for making my videos and everything. And you sent me some stuff over a week ago, and I haven't gotten down there yet to mess around with it. William from Electronite sent me the updated files for the games that I bought from him, and I still haven't done anything with those. So we'll get there.
Yeah. I'm going to switch us back the other way.
Yeah, I think Phil's freaked out. But
Well,
I was a top. I'm
where
too
I have
heavy
my-
to be a top.
Where where I have my camera mounted now, sitting, right now your head is just above it. So I'm kind of looking more at the camera, where if you're at the top screen, then I'm looking like this the whole time. But I did notice when we were all on Casey's show the other day and there were a bunch of us, it worked out okay, because when I was looking at the different screens, I kind of glanced down at myself and it did look like I was looking at the person I was looking
Right.
at. So that
Yeah,
was
that turned
kinda
out
cool.
pretty cool. That was cool. I wish I could have got in on Mike's special show too last Saturday, but yeah.
Yeah, I came
Thanks for
this close to probably getting in trouble, because I was like, I told Kelly, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on. I'm at work, when he does his, and I'm like, I'm gonna jump on Mike's show, and I was going to look for the link and all that, and then right then my boss came in, and he called me over to the computer. He wanted to show me some training stuff that they were in total panic mode because we had an inspection that last week. So they were like trying to force everybody who was behind on any training or anything. Everyone's got to get it done.
Right.
And he's like, so he showed me that. And it's like, if he'd have got there 2 minutes later, I'd have been on Mike's show talking on the whoops. But
yeah, we have this thing going on right now that we have a huge safety streak for the company. My company's pretty big, mills all over the place. Our plant has the streak, and I don't know, after a year, if you have the streak, the bosses, not only the bosses, they get a huge bonus, every one of them. So everything right now that we have such a high streak and we're coming close to the end of that, you're like, be safe. Everything needs to be safe. They're being kind of nice to us about everything. All of a sudden, they're buddies, hey, because they want that money in their pocket. We go to work today and there were no bosses scheduled. It's Sunday, it snowed a good bit, snow and ice. There's no ice meltdown, no rocks, nothing put down on any of the walks or the roadways. And we have a long walk from our locker room to the melt shop. I'm like, they only care about safety the days that they're here. I said, we should all just lay down on the ground and call the guards and have them come down. It's like, there goes your bonus.
right. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny when you were telling us, you put in the chat this morning about your drive into work and the roads were not cleared yet and stuff, and some slipping and sliding there. And the first thing that I thought of, and I know I told you the story before, Poe, probably years ago, so you might have forgot already. When I had my big old 79 Ford Bronco that was just for playing in the mud, and I decided to drive it to work one day when I was in the Navy, and I came up to the gate getting on base, and I pushed the brake pedal, and it just went right to the floor because the master cylinder died. So I rolled through the gate. Nowadays, you probably get shot if you didn't stop to get put in. I rolled through the gate, and there was this little girl that was working the gate, and she wanted to just flip me off, thinking I was just blowing through the gate because I didn't feel like stopping that day. But I'm like, pedal right to the floor, just rolled right through it, and I'm like, oh, that is not a good feeling when you can't stop. Yeah, that was craziness. I ended up stopping in the parking lot of the Chiefs Lounge, the club, Chiefs Club, E7 and above club, and I had a dental appointment, and I was about a mile away where I had to stop the truck because I had no brakes. I had to run into a curb to get the truck to stop and then throw it into park. And then I just got out and I ran all the way to the dentist appointment because, in the military, you can't be missing dental appointments and doctor's appointments. You're in trouble. And so I show up for the appointment, whatever it was, and just covered in sweat because it's Florida.
Yeah.
I just ran a mile.
Yeah, you're right. Those things, those appointments were the same thing as getting your butt to work on time or whatever. If you were scheduled something, they knew you were supposed to be there. You better be there and be signed in right at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. Being late for an appointment was not an option. Yeah. So, I actually had a pretty good conversation today with one of your old. I don't know, what do you guys call it in the Navy? We say shipmates. What would you call fellow Air Force veterans? Because I was talking
say something funny, but I couldn't think of anything on the fly.
Yeah, I couldn't either. He was actually a C-130 pilot back in Vietnam during the war.
Oh, nice.
And I was surprised because he asked me, before he told me he was a C-130 pilot, he asked me what I did in the Navy. And I said, I flew in P-3s. He goes, oh, the Orions. And I'm like, oh, so he knows his aircraft. And then he said, yeah I flew in C-130s. And we had pretty good discussion today a couple times.
That's cool.
He was riding his motorcycle across Texas thinking it would be warm down here. And he actually stopped at the hotel yesterday because it was so cold and windy. He's like, I can't keep riding in this weather. And
when you answered me back this morning about the temperature there, I had to tell my coworker immediately. I said, my buddy I talked about this down in Texas in the desert. He's like, yeah. I said, it's like 5 degrees colder there right now than it is here. He doesn't have the snow that we got today, but it's colder there.
Yeah. But at least today, the wind didn't start. And even when it did, it was much warmer by the time the wind started and it was calm. Last weekend when it was cold and windy too. And people would go outside, and as soon as they cleared the door to the hotel, they'd get hit with that blast of wind. They'd come and they'd be, man, it's really cold out there. I said, yeah, but at least it's windy. So we got that going. But
yeah, guys will state the obvious at work, come walking in. It's cold. It's like, no kidding. It's cold. We know it's cold.
Greg remembered. Air Force guys, you refer to each other as sweetie.
Well, sometimes. Depends on if we like them or not.
Right. Oh,
I guess that's true. Sweetie is one of those things. Like you ever see, it's not a sexist thing. Come on, I've observed this my whole life. But women that are dealing with other women that they don't care for, so they call each other sweetie and honey, really meaning bitch, but they're not saying the word. So
right,
the way they say it.
Yeah. Oh, I dropped a big one today. I dropped the biggest of all big words here in this country. Over in England, they throw it around like it's nothing.
Oh.
But I guess apparently an older gentleman fell down at the hotel yesterday. He got a big old gash in his head. And there's a trail of blood out in the parking lot where he went out to get taken to the hospital. And when the girl came in to relieve me, I stopped her right in the entryway. I'm like, hold on, come here. I got to tell you the story. You got to stay up front here. You're not going to believe me. And she goes, what happened? I said, this morning, this guy, he was all jumping all over Kelly because he was pissed off that she didn't make any bacon. And so I went over there and trying to calm him down. And the dude, and here it comes. Anyone that wants to turn down your sound, here's what I told her. I said, I was holding my own. I was doing okay until he looked at me and he said, don't be trying to protect that fucking cunt. And I just lost it. And I punched him right in the nose, and his nose like exploded and blood was coming out like crazy. And I took her out and I showed her the blood trail. And I'm like, all day long, I've been waiting for the sheriff to come, and they never showed up. And she's like, she looks over at Kelly, and Kelly's trying not to laugh. And she's like, yeah, that really happened. That was crazy. And then I made up a room number on the first floor of our hotel. The even numbered rooms start at 122. There's nothing below that. And I'm like, yeah, you can look it up. The dude's name was whatever. He was in room 108. And she's like, God, really? That really happened? The sheriff never showed up? I'm like, we don't have a room 108. That should have been your clue. This whole thing was made. But yeah, she thought I just laid this dude out and was waiting for the arrest to come. But
that word there, when was it, November? Mike's Gaming Gala had his where to find free games for your Sprint.
Oh.
And then he had a listing of the game names. Is it called Space? And then I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
But he's saying Space can't. And I'm like, Oh, I didn't know the real name was what he had typed there. I'm like, he mistyped that and he put it on screen. But then I found out later, yeah, that's the name. He was
That
being good in this video.
That is, yeah. I don't have that kind of restraint. I kind of figure if you're telling a story and it's part of the story, I don't like leaving stuff out. But yeah, you should have seen this girl's face though. That I think she was as stunned that I said it as she was at the potential that the story was true, that I punched a guy in the face in the hotel lobby. But yeah, she's pretty funny because she has almost a delayed reaction. I'll tell her jokes and stuff that probably are inappropriate, but she hasn't complained. And it takes her a second to realize what the hint was towards. And she's, oh, yeah. But yeah, Kelly was trying. She said, if you tell her, I didn't tell Kelly I was going to say that. I told her I was going to say he called her a bitch or something. And it's one of those, and I'm sure you've been there because I know you, Poe. And I know Mike's Gaming Gala has been there. One of those times when you start a sentence thinking you know where it's going to go, and then suddenly it just changes and you say what popped in your head. And that's kind of where that one went. I was going to just say, yeah, he called her a bitch. And then somehow it changed right as I was saying it. And I almost laughed myself because, but yeah, it was perfect because blood trail in the parking lot sealed the deal. But the dude did look like, man, he was all banged up. I don't even know what happened, but he fell in his room or something. And his eye was all black and blue, looked like he lost a fight really bad. But
I need to stand up for just 1 second. My leg's giving me problem. I'm pulling a Greg on you now.
Okay.
Second.
Yeah,
I don't have pants on. So.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Don't forget to turn your camera off like last time. Yeah, you find out why nobody calls him tripod.
Dead air. That wasn't great timing on my part. Huh? Should have been listening too at the same time. So where were we? Tripod, he says. Oh, yeah. Cats and dogs leaving mass hysteria. Yeah, I don't even have a smoke on me. What the heck's going on here tonight? Technical problems out the butt. And again, I don't have any way to do anything here because I do everything with my phone. So this stream might go on all night. Maybe you'll just have the background here. And we'll have it go until tomorrow. YouTube finally got them. Yeah, that's a possibility too.
I'm back again, I guess. I do not know what's happening. Another blue screen of death. Must be that Windows 11. Yeah. I don't have Windows 11. Am I back? All right.
Yeah, you're here. Unless it's just the two of us now. Maybe the chat left this time.
Yeah. It looks like dead air. Yeah. Yeah. It's like as soon as you shut off your camera, I think, was I in the middle of getting a drink when it froze?
I heard you. Like I turned off the camera. I could hear as I put the headset down. And then when I came back, I saw that it was just my logo on there. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I've been having more problems with my neuropathy lately. And so, yeah, sometimes I just got to get up now. Feet are getting worse.
Yeah, I was getting a drink because I saw out of the corner of my eye, I saw this screen go blue screen again. And I looked up at my screen before it shut off. And I'm like holding the can. But,
yeah. We better go back to having a guest on each week. I didn't think it would be a good week to have a guest just because I've been working so much and been so tired and everything. I didn't know, I wouldn't be able to fully focus, but it's always fun to have guests here. At least somebody else would have still been on. They would have been taking over the show.
Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Yeah. It's been a rough night. I don't know what's going on. My computer is having issues beyond just that. I've been telling Poe it's been a nightmare just for me to get on. Sometimes I can't get the camera to connect. It's weird. Yeah, let's see. Megan figured me for a Windows 98 guy. I was for a long time. Yeah, let's see. Pro level streaming. Running the show on a Raspberry Pi. That might work better. Yeah, it's funny. I was all worried about whether or not my laptop could handle streaming, and which it seems to be doing okay, but it seems to be doing better than my PC is doing now. I might have to. Yeah. Well, Mike is back. It's been a nightmare to even to get on. Same for Phil's mom. Oh, yeah. And I was on Windows 7 for a long time. I fought Windows 10, and skipped Windows 8 and just fought it. And then I don't know. Maybe I will upgrade to Windows 11. Can't run any worse than my Windows 10 is running. But I'm always afraid that everything will stop working, But what time is it? It's almost 7. It feels like it's been 3 hours because I keep getting kicked off.
Right.
So what's going on? Anything going on this week? Are we back to normal rotation stuff? Casey's going to be on tomorrow, but we're not going to talk about him because he's not here. So,
right.
Screw that guy.
The Richard Bliss Rewind will be Atari 8-bit computers. 8-bit games.
Nice.
And I saw that Bliss was talking about it in Discord with Mike and Brian from BD Retro Mods. And he wrote 8, but just BUT games. And then he made sure he put the little asterisk and put bit. So then I said I wasn't really sure about eat butt games, but I'm willing to watch.
Oh, Greg's got to step out. He'll be back soon. Yeah. Yeah, God, I am so frazzled with this now. My brain is stuck on what the hell's wrong with this computer, and when will it kick me off next? What's funny is I can't even be like, all right, well, if it kicks me off again, we'll just end the show because Poe can't end the show.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't know.
just keep
I don't know
going.
what would happen if I just said fuck it and didn't come back, and you just
I mean,
logged off.
I could hit the leave, but I don't know what would happen from there.
Yeah,
So.
it won't end the stream unless it just ends because no one's here. I don't know. First
And I
two
didn't, like I
updates.
said, I did all these props you guys have seen. I need to be more like Gallagher and just have stuff ready just in case this happens from now on, I guess. Just start smashing watermelons and stuff till you come back.
Right. MeganTron saying, reaffirming what I've been fearing: stay away from Windows 11. Yeah, networking issues, PCs wouldn't power down. Well, I don't have that problem. My PC is just shutting down on its own. Yeah, I did turn off a couple of things I had running in the background that I don't even know why they were running. So maybe I'll be all right, but I don't know.
I was going to say the obvious things here, but I won't. The other guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was something else that I had an idea what to talk about. I did start to talk about, and then the first time I froze, I was talking about that I think I kind of sprung it on Kelly early, but Tuesday will be the return of 2-Player Tuesday.
Wow, nice.
I got to figure out the timing because I know Casey had talked at one point about doing an hour of streaming before the Retro Bliss Rewind comes on. And if he isn't going to do that, that might be what we do. Go on for an hour before Mike's show and Phil's show. And Kelly and I'll just do an hour of 2-Player Tuesday. If not, if Casey's going to do his stuff at that time slot, then I'll probably do it at that same time, like 3 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock in the afternoon your time. That's your drive home, right, Po?
It all depends now. Sometimes they're leaving an hour earlier, sometimes later. It's been weird since November. Because November, they told us it was going to be a big slowdown. And we might not be working most of December, and then the opposite happened. Now we're just working like crazy.
Springing on Kelly early is a common problem. It's not a problem for me. It's a problem for Kelly. It works out just fine for me. I can be done and on to the next snooze. Yeah. But so Tuesday I'm going to do that. And then Friday I did that little test stream, but I think I might do Thursday. And do Tuesday would be the 2-player and Thursday will just be whatever. So now I was going to bring out the list. I don't have the list of all those Atari games that Phil gave me. And I know a couple of those you guys were like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good 2-player game. So I'll have to get with some you guys and see which one of those are 2-player games that Kelly and I might want to play. And then some Intellivision games that are 2-player. And I can play the Switch too. And we have that old NES stuff on there. So we can play that stuff too. So if anyone has any ideas of what they'd like to see Kelly and I play, anything 2-player that's obviously in the 125, because I have all those for the Sprint. I only have those limited games for Atari. So I don't remember offhand which ones were 2-player games. But I'll probably fire you off a list, Po, between now and then. Be like, which one of these would be cool? But or Phil knows, if he knows what he sent me, he can let me know. But I might do that kind of thing where take suggestions, and if anyone has a game they want to see Kelly and I play, let me know, and we can stream just reading manuals. That would be good. That way I could be reading the manual, and if my screen freezes, you won't know. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll read manuals, but for games that I don't have, and then I'll wait 6 months and purchase the game and see if I remember anything.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
It's the memory retro gaming memory test. Read a manual, wait 2 weeks, then play the game and see if you remember.
Willie from Arcade USA, before all of his videos, if it's a console game like 2600 or 7800, he'll sit there and open the manual, and you can read along, but he reads you the manual, the little story in it, what to do, and then he plays the game. I like that about his videos.
Yeah. And I still plan on, I have perused through the ET manual. And I've watched a couple people play ET online, so I got some hints on how to play the game. And but that is one that I'm going to play for the first time on. I'm either going to record it or do it live one night, a Thursday evening. Battletoads for NES.
There you go. That's a hard game.
All right, Kelly, write these down. My memory is like a steel trap. Everything that goes in, it gets mangled. So I'll forget that before I even get over there. Our first ever, Kelly's first ever play on Intellivision was Frogbog. So she likes Frog, Toad, all that stuff. So maybe I can get her to play that. But you should see her face light up when I told her, yeah, we're going to bring back 2-Player Tuesday. And she's just like, okay, I guess we're going to do that. You can beat ET in 5 minutes if you know you can beat anything in 5 minutes if you know what you're doing. Yeah. It looks like the whole trick is knowing what you're looking for on there, so you can figure out which hole to fall in and get your pieces of the phone, and then know where to go to drop it off. I got the gist of it now. It's just would be a matter of remembering the symbols and stuff and what I'm looking for. Yeah. And it's funny. I actually we talked about ET. Phil gave me the ET game, and then all of a sudden, a guy that I used to watch, because he would do 10 things you didn't know about some movie, and this past week, all of a sudden he popped back up on my feed. I haven't watched him probably a year. Popped up on my recommended feed, 10 things about the Atari ET game that you didn't know. I'm like, all right. So I watched that, and he was okay with it. He was a little harsh sometimes. I think he overplayed the falling in the holes. Because he's like, that's all you do in this game. You keep falling in the holes. You keep falling. But then he did say, but no, once you figure out what you're supposed to do and doing this stuff, it's a pretty fun game. Huge fan of Grandma's Boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Good movie. Yeah. Kelly says it's fun. 2-Player Tuesday is fun for Kelly. She's just camera shy. I think she likes it better when we're playing the mini golf, because then she's not actually on camera, and it's just. But even that, sometimes I have to be like, talk louder. The microphone has to actually pick it up.
All right.
Yeah. And yeah, see, that's why I like Mike. He doesn't hold back. He doesn't worry about feelings, Yeah. Oh, no, that's true. That is true. I'm just hoping it starts a trend. If me and Kelly start doing this 2-Player Tuesday and it becomes popular and people start watching it, then I want to see some of these other people. I know Casey's wife has been on camera. I don't know if they've ever played any games together, but she's been on camera.
Right.
But you can get your Mrs. Poestyle to come play some ping pong with you. Yeah. But because I get a kick out of that stuff too, though. Seeing
yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, and I will hand it to Kelly. She's a bit of a trooper with that stuff, because she's never played any of this stuff, so everything we play, even if I've played it 100 years ago, she's never played it. So she's just like, and if we do play on the Sprint, Casey will like it because Kelly uses her index finger on the disc instead of her thumb. Mike's wife did an episode with him once. Yeah. Birthday video. Nice. Yeah. Kelly's funny because she's always been this way where I'll ask her, you want to play that? No. Come on, just play it one. No. And then I finally get her to take the controller. And then an hour later, I'm like, can I play again? And she's like, hold on. She fought it with the pinball. When I first built the pinball table, she fought it. She's like, no, I don't want to play pinball. And then I said, just play one. And yeah, half an hour later, I'm like, can I go? I would like to play too. But yeah, all my gamer friends are online and all my in real life friends are not gamers like at all.
Right.
Yeah. Well, see, I solved that problem because I don't have any in real life friends. It's everybody I know is online. My best friends that I have anymore are Poe and Mike, the Gaming Road Warrior, Greg, and now my extended friend family, Mike's Gaming Gala and Casey and Phil and now Megan. She's
right.
So about everybody I talk to that isn't named Kelly, I only know online. So that's all right, man. It would be nice though if some of these old systems, if we could play online.
Right, that would be the best.
I mean, I know we had high hopes for the arcade with the Viper board and all that, and they said there was going to be the online play and we'd be able to play these games, but it never seemed to work out. Uh-oh, look who's here. We got to talking about him.
Hey, Casey.
Here's Casey. I mean, Poe and I were talking nice about you, Casey. I won't pull up Mike's chats because they were pretty brutal. Up until today, I kind of thought Mike liked you, but I don't know what happened. Corey. Megan's laughing at the fact that I have no friends. Oh my gosh, look who else is here. Is this a conspiracy?
BGC.
Casey and Chuck show up at the same moment. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. He used to watch Kelly and Company in the early 80s with my mom. Oh, yeah, it's dangerous bringing up your mom in our chat. Yeah. Used to do a lot of things in the early 80s with Mike's Gaming Gala's mom. And now we do it while she's in her early 80s. Oh, geez. Sorry, I'm late. He heard his name. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think, and any of you guys and gals, since Megan's here, if you want to come hang out with us, just let us know. Get a hold of Poe, get a hold of me, Discord, however,
Yeah, definitely.
and say, hey, what do you got going on next week? And
Looking forward to having a day where to get Mike's Gaming Gala on here and also Casey and BJC.
yeah,
Just shoot the breeze.
I heard Mike's mom went on a date. I'll have full details tomorrow on this show. Nice. Oh, see, now this is how rumors get started. Late Intellivision Gamer? Maybe you're pregnant. If he is, he's probably pregnant by the mantis.
Television mantis. It'll be stuck in my head the rest of the night.
Yeah, I do have that little AI video that I made, but I don't have it on here, so I can't play it. I'll save it in case Chuck ever comes on our show. And, yeah, next week, let's do it, says Mike. I'm in.
All right.
I'll be here. Unless your mom shows up, then I'll be with her. Yeah. I haven't seen Phil in a while. Hey, there's Obsidian Contraption.
Hey, Obsidian.
Evening. Good to see you. I'll go ahead and throw that up on the big deal. It's not yours, Chuck, if he is. Uh-oh. I heard Michelle is pregnant. That would be Casey, the butt pirate, impregnating Michelle.
The mermaid. Yeah. She's going to have guppies.
Casey, we were talking about, I'm sure you guys, and Chuck, I'm sure you guys are aware, the big Rev released a bunch of games. We talked about that earlier in the stream when you guys weren't here. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me you need to join y'all's Discord. Yes, you do, Megan. You need to join it. Although it's not as busy as it used to be, but we're working on that. But Casey, did you already buy out everything that Rev put on his site, or is
he probably already owned it all?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he owned it all physical, but did he have it digital already? I wonder.
I think a lot of times he does.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy the Fido right away. Hey, there's some Michelle's gaming gala right there. We got I was looking forward to that. I was wanting to get the mermaid game from Rev, but I didn't see it on there. So that is one I definitely will be buying day one.
Nice.
And
I want some Time Pilots as well.
Oh yeah. And
the other one is Lesbian's Adventure, what it's called.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I did see
Princess Liddy.
Yeah.
See how I messed it up.
Princess Lesbian. Yeah. I saw also somewhere, and I'm trying to remember where I saw it. Someone had talked about how they're doing all the Super Pro versions of games on Intellivision.us and Intelligent Vision. And someone said, man, that guy needs to do a river raid. And that someone posted underneath there and said, it's in the works. So
nice.
Super Pro River Raid is, from what I read, but I didn't confirm it, but from what I read.
Nice.
Yeah. Chuck bought the Mermaid and Kangaroo physical 2 months ago, still waiting for it.
Oh.
Yeah. More games to be added soon. Yeah.
I want Kangaroo. I'm waiting for Brian to put the ROM up on the site.
Yeah. Yeah. Kangaroo is a fun game.
I was going to buy the physical of that, but my actual Intellivision, it's having a few problems right now, so I'll grab the ROM as soon as he puts that up.
Yeah, that is a fun game, and he did some stuff to it, right? It's not just a straight port. It's got some other stuff to it.
Yeah, so, I think that you push a button to jump now instead of like on Atari was push off to jump on the thing.
Yeah, that's how it is. The arcade was that way too, and I always hated that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get up a ladder or something, and I'm jumping because I pushed it a second too soon. Yeah.
I think he also made it so that you can survive falls a little better in his version.
Yeah, that's what I need. Anything that helps me survive better. Yeah, Michelle is pregnant. Like you didn't know, Casey. It's not yours, Casey. Don't worry. All of a sudden, the chat's going wild about the butt pirates and pregnant.
Everybody talks about me in chat, but it's Casey. It's Casey that does it.
Yeah. Between Casey and Phil, it just turns the chat into you don't even know what. Yeah. Oh.
I did order an Atari 2600 game. I shared that experience with you guys. Got it off of eBay. And the guy has great ratings on there. Everything. But when the game came, and I bought a complete box version too. I don't normally do that, but I wanted to do a video with this game. When it came, I could hear it as soon as I picked it up off of the porch. You could hear pieces. So I opened the thing. The game box was in a plastic protector, but it was smashed. They actually packed it fairly decent, but the game was just shattered. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll focus.
And it was, yeah, it's shattered. And so a little upset about that. But I contacted him. Like I said, he has great reviews. And yeah, he said, just send me pictures of it and the box and everything. The mailing box, the game box, everything. And so he made it right. He said, just fill out one of those things, a return thing that says that it was damaged in shipping. That way he has his proof to get his insurance back. And he gave me the money back right away. And actually, I went and ordered something totally different off of him right after that because I thought it was great of him to, do that. So I have something else coming from that guy this week.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Now, if we were professional, I would have actually pulled that picture up on the screen and been able to put it up instead of hold my phone. But it's like I completely forgot that I could do that.
That thing just, wow, that thing was smashed.
Yeah, that I couldn't believe that when you showed me the.
Yeah, it sucked because I'm like, oh, it's going to be here today. I got home from work. I picked it up and oh, no.
Yeah, let me see if I can. I don't know if people got a good look at it. Let me see if I can grab it over here like a professional.
Well, then he did send me a message when he sent my other thing, and he said, hopefully it isn't smashed to hell by the time it gets to you this time.
Let's see. I can't find it. I can't find it.
Oh, man. Bring it back. Yeah.
All right. All right. Now I got to remember how to share stuff. 10 minutes later, I will get something on the screen for you. Share a window. Share. Yeah, there's a look at that. There is a look at that. I don't know where my mouse is, but yeah, not looking so good. Anyway, this is a family show. That's right, because we will trash anyone in your family. Mainly moms, though. Let's see. In the bum. Oh, man, I missed all kinds of stuff. In the bum, no babies. That's Casey the Butt Pirate's motto. Yeah. Going after gold. Mike was taking for something else. It was a family show. Yeah, Mike was actually behaving at the beginning of the show. Oh.
Yeah, that's a game. I mean, I already own it, but that one had a better label. But I actually, for the video, I wanted the box. So I went ahead and ordered that, and then the better looking game was destroyed. So
yeah, it's completely cracked in half there, isn't it?
yeah, there's little tiny pieces to it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I held on to it there and took all the pictures for him and sent them back to him. He was really great about the whole thing.
Yeah, it'd be terrible. Yeah, terrible to look forward to it and get it smashed.
Yeah, and then no matter what the game, even if it's not that great of a game, you hate to see any of this old stuff get destroyed, or thrown away.
Right. Yeah, that is scary when you order stuff online. Never being exactly sure how it's going to be packed and shipped and what condition will it be in. But yeah. So Wednesday, Kelly and I are going back to the big city. Got another dang doctor appointment. Seems like every other week I'm having to go in. And I had an appointment in the morning also, because I try to double up appointments on the same day because it's a 2-hour drive to get to the doctor.
Right.
And the one in the morning, I called just to verify something else. If I needed to go get blood work done or anything beforehand. And then they're like, oh, we don't even do what you're needing us to see you for. We don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that appointment got canceled. And so now I have all morning because the one that is active still is 1:30 in the afternoon.
Oh,
So probably we're going to go down in the morning, and I can't get it's for my hearing stuff. I got to go see a specialist, and I can't get the VA to send over my hearing test that they did. And so I think I'm just going to drive over there to the VA and just pick it up before the appointment. And then I'm right down the street from that vintage game place where I bought Keystone Capers from. So I might have to stop by there and see what else he has available.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm hoping that he said he had some 7,800 games too, but I didn't see him. And he's like, yeah, I got to organize that whole thing. So I'm hoping he has messed with it a little bit. But so Mike, see, he finally has a little sympathy here for the situation. Yeah, it does suck. Like Casey's mom.
Oh yeah, it's not a great game, and it wasn't expensive. Sometimes you want a better looking copy. That's the whole reason. I wanted the box too, just for the video. So a video that I'll probably never have time to make anyway. So
right. Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, even if it's not the best game ever, you bought it because you want to put it in your collection, and you can't. So yeah. Well, just next time you're seeing Mike's mom, have her steal his copy and bring it over. Tell her you're throwing her an extra $2. That's nearly doubling the charge she normally does. I'm just assuming. I don't know what she charges you, Paul. I just know for me, she charges $3. So
is that US or Canadian?
Right. Yeah. It's Canadian. So it works out to like $1.87. Something like that. So I feel like it's a good price. It's yeah. But anyway, look, we already scared away Casey and Chuck. They're gone. They're like, that's enough. Chuck's like, all they do is talk about people's moms on that show. No, we talk about other things. All right. Speaking of which, what else we got to talk about? And anyone in chat have anything that we didn't talk about that you were hoping to hear? Because I don't know.
It was just a bad week for me, so, and a bad day too. So
right, yeah. Poe's running on fumes, and I'm tired myself, but that's normal. So I would make my normal jokes. It's been a long, rough week, but that's not fair when Poe's actually had a long, rough week. and I worked 2 days. See, that's the thing. You would think, and there is a whole story behind that. You can find some great retro stuff at thrift stores. I feel getting more difficult to spot these things at yard sales might, really want to do GameStop dumpster.
yeah.
Kelly and I went a couple weeks ago now, whenever it was, right after I, got the 7,800 plus, and we drove all over El Paso, went to 7 or 8 different thrift stores and Goodwill stores and all that stuff, and found 0 Atari stuff.
Yeah.
And then we went to that one store, and the oldest stuff he had was NES. And then he's the one that put me in touch with the guy that does have the 78 Well, he says he has 7,800. I didn't see any, but he has 2,600 games. So we drove for hours all over El Paso, and El Paso's a very spread out city. It's yeah, you can drive a couple miles between stores. It's not like, oh, just run down to the next corner. Yeah. Mike is super mature, so he's here for all the mom jokes. That's right. That's right. So anyway, I think we're about ready to call it. What do you think, Poe?
Yeah, let's get refreshed, and we'll have some stuff for next week.
Yeah, and we'll get with you, Mike, about him coming on. Get with Poe, get with me, whatever. Poe's really busy. If you can't get a hold of Poe, I'm home most of the week. And we can schedule something up. I'll send you off a link, and we'll see what we have to talk about next week. But yeah, I'm a little surprised. I spent days and weeks working on that thumbnail with Isaac from the Love Boat, and nobody said anything about it. And so
he
I'm
had
just
super big hairdo there.
Yeah, that was a serious fro.
Do you remember the Globetrotters cartoon? There was a couple different Globetrotters cartoons back in the day. I think there was one they had superpowers, maybe another where they were robots or something like that.
Yeah.
The one dude had the big afro and he could pull anything out of it, like I do from my chair here. Whatever they needed, you know what? Oh no, we have a flat tire. We need a jack. And he's just like sticks his hand in his afro and pulls out a jack.
Yeah. I didn't save it, but one of the funnier ones when I was trying to fine tune that thumbnail, not only did it have the giant afro, but he had like a hat on inside, so it was on his head, but the afro was out here. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it seems like the more you try to tweak those things, the worse they get. It's like they were better than what the first one they gave you. You know.
Yeah. Megan says, my nieces looked at me today and said, Auntie, you're a mom, but aren't you a grandma too? Gave him the evil Auntie Megan stare and said, thanks for reminding me. You know what Kelly reminded me of earlier today, speaking of such things, Gracie, my oldest granddaughter, will be 17 at the end of this month.
Oh, wow.
So I have a 17-year-old granddaughter in less than 2 weeks now.
Nice.
How does that happen? It's like, seems like my kids were just 7 2 weeks ago, and now all of a sudden they got teenage, about ready to graduate high school. Oh my gosh. Should we start grandma jokes?
I was a huge Fat Albert fan. Don't get me started on that. Love that shit.
Yeah. Fat Albert, that was a great show.
And actually, years ago, I went to the local thrift store, and they had the Fat Albert, the Junkyard Band vinyl there. And I bought that just because it is what it is, And eventually, though, I gave it to my buddy because he started collecting records again, probably the late 90s, early 2000s. So I gave him that Fat Albert album.
Nice. Yeah. I haven't watched Fat Albert in a long, long time, but I'm starting to emulate him more and more each year. Minus the hair and tan. I'm not quite as tan. But, yeah. Megan says, no to the grandma jokes. Mike says, fair. That's fair. That's fair. He says that now, but it'll be on. Megan has
my oldest brother is a grandfather. My sister is a grandmother. But my kids haven't started yet. So my daughter will be 25, and my boy will be 22 in March. So, but neither of them have had any kids yet.
Yeah, Shelby's our youngest. and she will be 27 next month. She's our youngest. So we are rapidly approaching having 5 kids that are in their 30s. Well, by the time Shelby gets to her 30s, Travis will be in his 40s. So, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So I got a granddaughter that's in between Mike's kids. And then they go all the way down. We got a whole slew of grandkids. Gracie was just the first one. So we have currently 8 grandchildren, but Jacob's about to get married to the girl he's with, and she has 3 other kids. So we'll jump up to 11 when they get married, and they're pretty much like grandchildren already. So, and they're spread all the way out. Kelly could probably tell you before I could think of it. She could put it in the chat, even with the delay. I don't know how old the youngest one is compared to, but they're spread out. There's a couple that are pretty young, but they're fun. They're fun. Yeah, 19, 16, and 10 for Mike's kids.
Good old days.
Yeah, they go all the way down like Casey's mom. Oh, nice. Yeah, Casey's already left. He got called a butt pirate, and his mom got mentioned 3 times, and he's out. I feel bad. Chuck does his stream so late. He did a stream Friday night that I just said hi, and it's like, hi, going to bed. And then last night it was even later, so I got in the early group. 2 hours before he went live. I'm like, I won't be there. Have a good show. Nemi's the youngest, and she's 3. So that's our youngest grand. I don't know why they call her Nemi. Her name is Naomi. But they call her Nemi. I think it's just to mess with Grandpa, because now I'm confused and I don't know what her name is. I sound like old Poe whenever I get there. Was that the young one's name? Whatever. Nemi. No. Nomi, Nemi. No. You're a television guy, feller. Television fella. Yeah. Those kids almost got blown away. That's Jason's youngest. They had a freak windstorm go through. He sent me a Snapchat. The girls are out there. Their hair's like straight back from the wind. They're like, oh! But yeah, they live in Florida. I'll be sending the pictures like I send to you. It's 15 degrees here, and you send me one. Hey, it's 19 degrees. Jason sends me one. It's 74. Yeah, that's fine. It's January in Florida. I get it. It's nice, but in July, when it's 90 degrees and 90% humidity, you can have that.
Definitely.
Yeah, I had enough of Florida. Yeah. Jason and his wife, it's kind of like my mom. She lives in Phoenix. We don't visit my mom in the summer, and we don't visit Jason in the summer. It's like, you want us to visit you in the summer, you got to live up north somewhere.
Right.
But yeah, our kids and grandkids are spread all over the place, except for Shelby. Shelby's here, but everyone else is spread all over the place. But you're getting a taste of that now, because your boy, he's all the way across the country.
Yeah, he's on the coast. Yeah. The daughter's back for now, but she'll be finishing the last of her college classes here in a couple months, so I don't know where she'll go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, Travis, it's funny because Travis didn't actually go anywhere. He stayed in Arizona when I moved because he was 18, and he still lives, 2-3 miles, depending on which road you take, from where he lived in my house when we graduated high school. He still lives right there. But we moved.
Yeah, we all came back to the area. My brothers and I also in the military. My sister's husband did, so we were all gone, and everybody decided to come back home before we started our families. And actually, the brother that's 2 years older than me just lives a couple of houses up from my parents. That place went up for sale, and he bought it. So that's nice. He can be right there if they need anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason, he was in Seattle when he was in the Navy. And of course, when he got out of the Navy, we were still in Colorado. And his wife, Sarah, her dad lives in Arkansas. That's where we lived when Jason and Sarah met. And they were like, okay, we're leaving Seattle. And they kind of went through Colorado and through Arkansas and said, fuck y'all, we're going to Florida. They just kept on going. Travis still lives in Arizona. Philip and Jacob are up in Missouri. So that's when we went and saw Greg. They're only about 4 hours apart between Greg and the two boys. So we swung up to Greg's place. But yeah, our grandkids are spread all over the place. So,
Yeah.
but we can see Travis and the kids when we go to see my mom because they're only about an hour and a half away. They're all in Arizona. But yeah, we're kind of in the middle. Not close to any of them. Except for Shelby. Shelby's 300 feet away from our house. So I know that because I ran a 300-foot Cat 6 cable so she would have internet in her house. I ran a Cat 6 cable from my house to her house. So, but yeah, Megan, you are right. That's why I need Kelly around to remind me of my grandkids' names and ages. I'm just like, what's that one that does this? There's the one. Who's the one that has the boy? That one. What? Yeah. No, the other boy. Yeah. Yeah. And of course, when we went on that cruise, we were with two of our newest grandkids, but they aren't the youngest because Philip married. His wife has two kids, awesome kids, and we went on that cruise. They went with. And Shelby paid for that chef's dinner thing. You go back in the kitchen and they give you a tour and then they bring you all these fancy foods on these little plates. And it's like,
Oh, that's cool.
tiny stuff with stuff dribbled over it. And I felt bad because McKinley, she's the newest granddaughter. They had assigned seating and they put her next to me. And this poor girl, she just hardly ever spoke to me before. And she got sat next to me and we're just having a blast talking about these fancy little foods and, oh, that looks like it's going to taste horrible. And we're tasting all that and we're just waiting we're looking at the menu and we're like, hey, plate 7 has chocolate on it. This might be okay. And the lady that was across from us was like, so what's the deal with you two? Are you like the crazy uncle? And Candace was like, no, that's her grandpa. Oh, I knew something was going on, but yeah, we had a blast. But I don't think, that dinner took hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. And we spoke more in that dinner than she had ever spoke to me before. She just didn't know me very well. So,
Right.
but I think she had a good time. Candace said the next day, she said, yeah, she had a blast sitting there with you because, make it fun. Make it fun when they're bringing fancy food. Kids may not be so impressed with it.
Right.
What the heck is this? Yeah, Mike needs a Rolodex to keep track of everyone's mom's names. They get upset when you mix them up. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know the feeling. So, all right. So that was an extra 20 minutes after we said we're going to end the show. That's usually the best way to get content for our show is we say we're going to leave because then we got another 30 minutes at least of solid content.
Oh, it's time for me to plug in my phone.
Oh, yeah, that's a sure sign that we've been running long. So, all right, let's go ahead and pull it here before unless – are you going to make it or are you going to have to pull your phone out if we just end it here?
Yeah, go ahead. End it here. I'll plug in real quick and then we can say our goodbyes here.
Okay. So we're going to end the show. Again, Casey's on tomorrow night. Retro Bliss Rewind with Mike and Phil. Tuesday night, look for the 2-Player Tuesday. I'm going to hit this outro. Here we go. Thanks
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. We hope to see you next week.
Hanging out with
30 minutes after I say I'm done.
Flippers are flopping, the high scores in sight. Talking on consoles, day in and day out, through the night. Every button pressed, every cartridge blown clean. Reliving the glory on a glowing screen. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid. Yeah, the retro game stories, you know what they did. From Atari to Zaxxon, every secret unwound. Best closing credits theme, the baddest around. No cheat codes needed, just passion and fun. For every true gamer till the podcast is done.